Just like that. Oh, and this is something that annoys me, and I don't know why this happens. Every now and then, I'll put one of these things up there, and it's red. What's up, YouTube? I am the Lost Sherpa. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I will be your guide through efficiency today. We are playing some Satisfactory Early Access, and as you can see, it does not say experimental anywhere. That is great. This has been released, Update 3, just recently, so I'm going to go ahead and start a new playthrough just so that I can walk through all of the pieces. I think I'm going to do the grass this time. Last time I did the forest, I was not too impressed with the limited amount of building area. Yeah, making building harder, no joke. Here, there's lots of places to build, but frankly, everybody's doing this, and I don't want to go running around looking for trees and crap like that. I'd rather get right into it. I did load this earlier today, and I wasn't super impressed. I think I want to stick to a place that I already know. I kind of have a vision in my head already about where I want to go with it, so I think that's where I'll get started. I'm going to go ahead and skip the very earliest stuff because I really want to get into building just as quickly as I can. So let's go. Here we are, and let's see if I can figure out where I am quickly. There's a great big open place. Oh man, I'm far away from it. So right there is where I'm going to start. How do I get there from here? I've never started here.
This is one of multiple edibles we have detected in your vicinity which are within approved nutritional and medical categories as established by R&D. A new research tree can now be accessed in the MAM.
That's nice. I could use about 50 more of them. Because I'm about to get into a few fights, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm heading the right direction. Alright.
Pigment could be harvested from these flower petals and turned into dye. A new research tree can now be accessed in the MAM.
Huh, not yet. I know there are some guys up there somewhere. Huh. Guess not. It's my mind playing tricks on me. Okay, here... we're about to get started. Oh! I really need this. He got a hit on me.
The remains of this creature might shed light on how to increase chances of survival. A new research tree can now be accessed in the MAM.
Okay, now I think this one is impure, yeah. So, impure, I think these are 3 normal nodes. Then there's another impure limestone over there. And then there should be a copper pretty close by. So, yeah, this is a great starting area. And I think there's just the one guy, right? So yeah, 1, normal, 2, I think all 3 of these are normal. Okay. Let me go ahead and take this guy out so that I have access to these. Yeah, man, they need to give us a way to blow up rocks too, because this is always a pain right here. You just have to build around it. That's fine. We'll build above it. Oops. Oh, I'm not doing so well. Come on. One more hit. Come on. There we go. Now, I think there are 2 guys over here, and I don't know if... my health's pretty good. I could probably take them. I don't need to go this direction yet. I'll leave them for now. I have put down the 4th miner, so I've got 1 on each one of the nodes and then 1 here. Pretty soon I'll make a 5th one just so that I can put it up where the copper is, because there should be copper too far over that way. Yeah, it's just up on that ridge over there. Okay. But next... Oh, I need that. Let me go ahead and put down the hub. Now, I'm going to want to probably put it up there at some point when I get the access to those tubes so that I can go really high. For now, I just need a place kind of off to the side, so this is not ideal at all. I hate putting it here, but I just need to get started. Get out of the way there. And let's take a look at what we need. So I've already got access to tiers 1 and 2, which is great. So I should already have access to copper and concrete and a constructor. Okay, good. Storage, even Mark 1, yep. So base building. I'm going to need this for the foundations. And that, okay. Oh, I am going to need copper pretty quickly, aren't I? Well, I guess I'm going to need to make another one of those mark things. What do you call them? Oh, I need the equipment worker. Here we go. Portable miner, that's what the word I was looking for. Alright, let's run over and at least start getting some copper going. Let me unpause as I sneak up here, just in case there's something exciting to see, like me potentially getting surprised and killed. Some kind of jump scare. Let's see. It's still there, okay. Is anybody guarding it? You are. Ah! Come on. Alright, I haven't taken too much damage, that's fine. Go ahead and grab the pure stuff, put down another one of these miners. And then the first part is really, it's kind of manual. Let that build up. Yeah, let me see if I can get to foundations pretty quickly. Love watching this thing. And I'm back, and I think I'm ready to go ahead with a couple of these. So, as I was looking through these, really it's just the first two that matter, right? You've got base building, which is how you make your foundations, super important, and your ramps. And I've got enough for those. It's 100, 100, 200. Okay, that's not too bad. And then the second one, logistics, I really need these mergers, splitters, and lifts. So, yeah, and I guess that'll be nice too. But really, it's the lifts, because the design that I have in mind, I want to make it multiple floors. The third one here, I mean, yeah, the inventory slots are nice, and I'd like to get into some of those, but this is a little bit less critical. It's really these first two. And so I think I have enough for those. Yeah, the first one is 100, 100, and then 200 of the concrete, 150, 150, and then 300 of that. So let's go ahead and get the first one done. Select the milestone. And of course, I got all the materials to do the first two, and I completely forgot.
Several structures aimed to provide the first needed to build basic factory infrastructure.
I completely forgot that I have to wait for this thing to come back. So, he takes off. Alright, so it's only 2 minutes. That's not too bad. I already had the stuff ready. I thought I could do them at the same time. Completely forgot that I have to wait in between. But that's fine. 90 seconds will go by fast. And through the power of editing, 90 seconds are up. So let's go ahead with the second one. Select you. And boom.
Milestone reached. Conveyor belts can now merge, split, and lift to increase the complexity and efficiency of your factory.
Yep.
We encourage you to consider more verticality when it comes to factory logistics to streamline short-range transportation.
Will do.
The productivity display will help you measure and improve the productivity of individual buildings to aid with optimization.
Alright, I'm just clearing out a little spot here because it's time for me to put down, I guess you'd call it kind of like the keystone? Cornerstone? Maybe cornerstone. And I don't care that much. Just whatever I do the very first time, that's going to be kind of the start for the rest of the base. At least this part of the base. And I know I'm going to have to work around this stone. Yeah, there's not much I can do. It really doesn't matter that much, so maybe I'll just do that. So now I picked a spot that's somewhat high. It'll get lower as it goes that direction. But what I want to do is start here, build up, I think 4 levels is what I usually do. And then that's going to be kind of the first floor. The intent is I will have miners here. They send their goods up to the second floor. That's where the smelters will be. The smelters will then send them up to the third floor, and that's where the things that make, what are they called? Constructors, right? Yeah, that's where the constructors will be. And so my goal for this episode was just to get some of the basics set up. So the, the screws and the plates and the rods. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll go ahead and try to add a section for the concrete as well. But I just kind of wanted to get the basics set up, because you're going to use those the entire game. But now that I have my starting point, now it's just a matter of growing. Just gathering resources and building out the starting base. Ah, what a beautiful sight. Starting it with my humble beginnings of just one little placement, I just ran some concrete over to here, ran it this direction. I decided this would be a nice place for the original pillar on the side. It's just off to the side of this one. Went ahead and built that up, so you've got the bottom layer, then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I've got the 2 high thing above that. I like the 2 better than the 1. I'm not sure why. It just feels more solid, I guess. And then I went ahead and ran a little ramp down here just so that I have a way to get back up. So let me show you. And I'll get to this in a second, but this is going to be my new view. I went ahead and tested if I head this direction. You can see I just miss this little thing here. I got to jump down and grab that guy at some point, but yeah, I think this is where my smelters are going to be, and then one layer up is where I'm going to have the constructors. So this is a little setup that I like, and I'll show you how I made this. So the way it works is 1, 2, 3. It must be this one. Oh man, I hope I don't fall. So if I can connect this thing there, and just so I have a place to stand when I get over here. Yeah, that's connected. Okay, so I'm going to replace this. I wonder if I can do it from here, actually. Huh, I don't think I can deconstruct that from up here. Oh, I have to pick it up, that's why. Okay, never mind. Well, anyway, that's going to be turning into a miner, which is going to feed into this right up to here. Now, apparently, I don't have access to those walls that have the conveyors in the middle. I have to go through a different process to get those, which I'll have to do in a later episode, but I don't have them yet. But that's the direction that all of the iron ore is going to come. And then I'm going to take one of these. Now, do I have to do it? I think I have to do it from there up. Like, I'll just do it from here. Yeah. I'll have to move this later once I get a wall. The conveyor wall. But for now, that will work. So, iron ore comes up into here. This feeds into one of these, which is a splitter. Like that. The splitter feeds down into here. This is the input for the smelter, and then the smelter comes in, and then here's the output. And the reason I like this setup is because then I can run around. I don't have to jump over a bunch of conveyors. Everything is kind of up, nice and compact. So let me show you how I did this. because this is going to be the first one coming in over here. And the second one is going to come in probably right there. So I'll go ahead and start that. Same as before, it comes in this way. Like that. And I usually start with the input out. So in this case, what I'm going to do is start with the splitter. I'm going to line it up right here on the seam. Whatever they call it, in between these two things. So this goes right there. Let me take a look. So this has to be just on this, the other side of the next seam. So I come here, go to smelter. Make sure those are lined up, and then one over. So you see it's one over on the other side. And now, when I come here to logistics, this should... Oh. Sorry, it has to be 3 high. Splitter. And we can get rid of the other 2. Just let it float there. And now, that. Poof. And those are now connected. So it comes in through here, into there. Now this one, you have to do a little bit differently. Instead of lining it up on the seam like this, there's not enough room. You have to move over just a couple. So it's right on the side there. Now that's okay because you can still put these next to each other like that. And you see how they just fit? So you can fit 2 of them in there. Keep in mind, they're going to be up high, so you can still run down the middle here. But, again, make it, is it merger or splitter? Yeah, I always get them confused. Just like that. Oh, and this is something that annoys me, and I don't know why this happens. Every now and then, I'll put one of these things up there, and it's red instead of black, like these. I think it resets when I restart the game, but that's one of the weird things that you see every now and then. It doesn't hurt anything, it's just a little strange. Anyway, do that. These should connect. Yes, they do. Okay, so now I line these up just like that. And you can see my inputs right there. And I'm just going to create a long line of these. And by long line, I think I mean 8, right? Well, let me think about this. These are normal nodes. Eventually, I'm going to upgrade them into a Mark II. Now, what I want is... I guess I could just look. Yeah, so this is 30 per minute. Okay. Once I get a Mark II, I think it is 240 per minute. So I'm going to go ahead and plan ahead and build enough for 240 per minute, even though these are currently just Mark Is. Well, they will be as soon as I replace that, which is only 120 per minute. So I'm going to build it for 240 just because I know I'm going to get there eventually. And then that means I need 8 of these. Oh, that's only 60 per minute. You know what? I'm used to playing a game where I've already got Mark IIs, Mark IIIs. Haha. On second thought, I might just activate 2 of these here. Just 2 each. 2, 2, 2. Not as many as I thought. Okay. I have a few more steps in the game to get to before I can build this as big as I want it, but that's fine. The principle is still the same. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but I've only got 1 pillar down. And I did that on purpose because I didn't know how big the top was going to be. So rather than build a base like a platform first and then try to figure out how to make everything fit, I started with a corner, and I'm just going to start building out this way and out this way until it's big enough. Then I'll put, corners, pillars down in the corners. And I am going to replace these with really nice looking pillars. I don't have access to them yet because it's still the first episode, but there are some really cool looking pillars in Update 3 that I'm going to get into later. But that's kind of the idea, is I start here, expand, and as soon as I've gotten it to the right size, then I'll put down the pillars, and so I'm not completely defying gravity. in the early game, power sucks because it's all going to be biofuel based. So I do have these 2 burners, and it doesn't tell me how much they put out, but it's not much. I mean, it's, I don't know, 20 each or something like that, maybe 40 total. I think each smelter takes 4. The miners are going to take 4. Basically, I'm going to build this bigger than those can handle. And do I even have access? Power, biomass burner. Okay. Let's see what this does. It doesn't tell me the maximum, but I think it's a little bit more than the 20. And I'm just quoting 20 from memory. I could be dead wrong. But I'm going to need to put down these plus those, wire everything up, and then I'm just going to have to run around the map grabbing as much biomass as I can to get started. Space elevator. Where do I want to put it? I think for now I'm going to put it... I kind of want to put it where those guys are, but I don't feel like trying to fight them yet. So I think I'll put it up here, like right where I'm pointing. It doesn't... Yeah, see 2 of them. What do you think? Should I just go ahead and take them out? And by take them out, I mean attempt to take them out and possibly die. Why not? We'll make it interesting. Okay. Fighting games, shooter games, they're not really my thing. At least these are not the guys that shoot. Shoot. Those are tough. If you can hit them twice, it goes a lot faster. There. Okay. They didn't do too much damage. That's good. Ooh, quartz. I'm going to need to get into this, aren't I? Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and put the...
This mineral shows purity levels akin to synthetic quartz manufactured on Earth and can be used to improve communication and exploration technologies. A new research tree can now be accessed in the MAM.
Thanks. I don't have the MAM yet. I probably have enough resources to get it, though. But let's start by putting this down, so it should fit... Oh, come on. I know I've done this before. Unless they changed the shape of everything. Oh, I can't afford it. Oh, I thought you start off with enough materials for this. Alright, fair enough. I will not be doing that this episode. Let me go ahead and put down one of these just so I can see what the spacing kind of looks like. You never know quite how big they are until you try this. That looks pretty good, right? I mean, it's not, centered or anything, but it's fine. $60 per minute. Okay, so I'm way off. I must have had pure nodes last time. Okay, so if I put down a Mark II, that's 120. And that means I only need 4 machines per row. So I'm going to build 4 smelters next to each other to future-proof them. So I'll have a total of 12 that I'm going to put down. Oh, that red thing just kills me. That's not going to be too big. This is only a starting base, and the purpose is I'm going to have one row. Whatever the output from these smelters is, that's going to be used for the metal plates. That one will be used for rods. And the third one over here will be used for rods, which then turn into screws. Yeah, so that guy, I'm probably going to have to point him off to the side to get him in here, but... because I built it kind of close. It'll work out. Anyway. Oh, that's frustrating. I'd hoped to have that thing up. Anyway, I'm going to get working on this and have it all prepared for the next episode so that once I've got the basics done, we can start moving into something a bit more advanced. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. And I am the Lost Sherpa. Until next time, take care.